So normally I don't make videos like this, and I want to preface this by saying I'm not by any means a Smith & Wesson hater. Pretty much the opposite. Love Smith & Wesson handguns. I currently own many of them, and I have owned, even more in the past. And I know they'll stand behind their firearms. However, I think their quality control is really starting to suffer. M&P Shield, love it. Brought that one brand new. Huge fan of the revolvers. I think they make hands down some of the finest revolvers out there. This one's an older one. It's a 44 mag. I own other ones, of course. This one. This one was actually, I think, my great grandfather's, so it's got some sentimental value to me. However, two of my latest purchases kind of really bug me. This Bodyguard, I actually, still really like the handgun. I think it fits the bill of what I'm looking for. However, from the factory, it would get light strikes. A box of 50, maybe 2 or 3 of them wouldn't go off the first time. And even now, it still doesn't, it won't lock back on an empty magazine. Either one of the magazines that it shipped with it stopped doing that a while ago. Maybe even after a short of 50 rounds, it stopped doing that. Now they fixed the light strike issue, but I still had to mail it to them, and it took like 3 months for them to fix it and get it back to me, which, for just frame of reference, this is also 2020. A lot of people buying firearms, a lot of gun manufacturers trying to keep up with demand. My latest purchase, though, which is this brand new, pull this out of here, brand new M&P22 compact. This one has some, I don't know, first off, good job Smith & Wesson. This is one of the most reliable 22 semi-auto handguns I've ever owned. And I've owned Ruger's, I think the Mark III is the one I own, and then a Buckmark, and this is more reliable than either one of them. I'm just digging through this box that it came with. They ship with this wrench, and this wrench should fit onto this little thread adapter, and it does not. I don't know how well you're able to see this. There are a couple notches in there. It's having a little bit of trouble focusing. And it doesn't fit at all. And I've messed with it. It looks to be skinny enough. However, it's not wide enough. And it's to ship the wrong wrench, or just one that doesn't work, is weird. The one that really gets me, though, is that this guy right here. This should have this little screw to adjust the elevation. Of course, windage is built in there. When I was shooting it, I had a really difficult time adjusting it. I didn't bring a screwdriver with me, but with a pocket knife, I couldn't do it, and I decided to stop. I didn't want to bugger up scratch the gun or slip and cut myself. So I just shot it anyways and used Kentucky windage. After about 100 rounds, though, it actually ended up popping up. It popped out. So it was stuck in there. And I'm real glad I didn't lose this little spring, because that sits in there as well. I don't know if this will focus. Not important. But yeah, I start looking at it. I pull it. I'm out in the desert, so I'm glad I was able to recover the spring. And I look at it, and I'm going to actually switch to manual focus here. So I look at this guy, and it is cross-threaded. They put this thing in cross-threaded, and they would have had to have known, whoever was assembling this one, had to have known, exactly what he did, and still, went ahead and shipped it out. Which is annoying. I mean, I know Smith & Wesson will fix it, but I don't want to wait 3 months for them to fix it. So I'm going to try and see if they'll send me just this rear sight. That would be nice. Then I'll just take it to a gunsmith and have them do it. We'll see. But, still I still like Smith and Wesson. I think they make great products. I just think their quality control is really kind of starting to slip. And who knows? Maybe that's a temporary thing just to keep up with demand from all like the civil unrest and COVID and all this other stuff that's going on in 2020. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got.